Today, we're gonna start building a crazy cabin up here out of giant boulders. We're entirely off-grid out here. This is the only private property on this whole mountain.
Which means Ethan had to build his own road to even get here in the first place. And once that was finished, we drove a school bus up onto the mountain so that we will have a place to sleep, eat, and store equipment while we build the ultimate off-grid cabin out of giant boulders, because Ethan wants this thing to be able to last 2,000 years without any maintenance. It's the most extreme thing we have ever taken on, and we need to start getting equipment.
Do you think that's a good idea, Chris?
Well, yeah, I do. I was out to the little house out there, and I drew up some plans. So let me guess, that's a rock?
Yeah.
And that's a rock?
Yeah.
And that's another rock?
Yeah.
And then those are on top of these other rocks?
Yeah.
Nice, that's pretty good. Time to go grab a package. Hopefully, a rather heavy and exciting one.
I feel like we don't have anything else big coming, right? It's got to be...
Not that I'm aware of, yeah. I believe
I guess it doesn't have to be that, but it should be.
What do we got? Oh, we got ourselves a tiny little jackhammer. Well, it's actually not that tiny, it's just that it goes on a tiny skid steer. It comes with a bottle of presumably nitrogen or something to charge it up. Or maybe it's just an empty bottle. Nope, not empty.
This is probably one of the better packaged things I've seen from Temu.
It really is. Look, there's another tools box. Nitrogen gas charging device. Okay. Hey, maybe we can use this to charge shocks.
Oh yeah.
Actually, we can. I mean, we might need a couple more fittings, but we have a tank, so there's the hammery, chisel-y bit.
That looks so much bigger on the internet. Is that what you were expecting?
Yeah. 100%.
I was thinking like this, man, like huge.
When it's all assembled, it's gonna be like that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, depending on what measurement you're using. It's actually not that little bitty. I mean, it's fairly large.
Yeah.
I wonder where you're supposed to charge.
These things really do never come with instructions. Let's see. Yep. That's it. Nothing in there? Nope.
Nope.
So this is what you get when you buy a mini skid jackhammer from Temu.
I'm really curious to see how well or not this thing actually works.
And it actually looks pretty good. I think this is going to work just fine, but to be sure, we need to drive up to the property and put it to the test.
Down as it can go, so we're never going to need more hose than that.
Yeah. That is
so if we just
sweet.
Put a zip tie right there. Just got to hold it out of here so they don't get pinched.
Right. I realize now on grind hard trips, I just bring some zip ties every time. It always comes in handy. This is what I'm here for, man. Breaking rocks. That thing is so sick.
It works actually quite well.
Wow, this is awesome, man. I created damage. I just want to get one of those really big rocks and put it right in the middle of it and see what happens. Whoa, this is warm.
Yeah. All energy eventually ends up as heat, so no matter what you're doing, it's gonna get hot.
I think this is our first granite test.
There's a pretty big one right behind it you can try to break.
Oh, that one's even bigger, I think.
It doesn't need to be broken, but you can if you want to.
For God's sakes, don't hurt the huckleberries.
Yeah. This one's too photo-esque. Look at it. It's pretty.
Photogenic, I think, is the word you're looking for, Edwin.
That's too pretty of a rock to break. Well, it would be fun. Okay, let's break it. Plug myself into that one quick. I think building a cabin out of rocks is going to be very time-consuming. Oh, this thing is so cool. Did you see that, man? This was out to here like 20 minutes ago, and it's the biggest pain to turn around on the property. The honey badger is legitimately gonna help us move these rocks to somewhere useful. So now that we know everything works, I guess we gotta figure out how to start building the cabin, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be many days or weeks before we actually start, like, constructing, but we got a lot of prep to do. I was really planning on running the big excavator. Well, you and Chris ran the little ones, or I mean, any combination of that, we could trade off, but I left the key at home, which is an hour round each way to go get. So
we're mini machines all the way.
Yep. This video is sponsored by Brunt Boots. And as you can tell by the condition of these, I wear my Brunt boots just about every day, and Chris, I know for a fact, wears his boots every day.
Till I go to bed.
That's actually how I've started measuring my work days. Day is from boots on to boots off. The boots I'm wearing are soft toe Marin. These ones are the ones that are made in the USA. Chris has the Sullivan, I believe, with the Brunt toe, which is a composite toe to keep it from wearing through. Those ones are extra durable. And when you get a pair of Brunt boots, you don't have to worry about a painful break-in period because they're designed to be comfortable straight out of the box. And Chris agrees.
I love these boots.
And last time we were up here is when we gave him that pair of boots. Aside from all the dirt on them, they still look pretty much brand new.
I torture boots.
Yeah. You and me both. We're boot destroyers. Brunt boots also have super good traction for a work boot. And the soles are slip, oil, and heat resistant up to 572 degrees. I don't know what you'd be stepping on that's 572 degrees, but if you do, the boots got you covered. So try Brunt boots today and head over to bruntworkwear.com/grindhard and get $10 off your first order, or click the link in the description. Now we're gonna get back to building stuff with rocks. The dream for this place is to build a really cool, really unique cabin out of rocks, and to build something that could last 1,000 years. Because most houses have a lifespan of like 100 to 200 years without having to be completely rebuilt. I want to build something that you could leave here for 1,000 years, come back, and it would still be here and not touch it the whole time. So mostly stone, really big stones that are stacked in such a way that like even if the mortar kind of crumbles, they still stay there. And then for the roof, the structure all steel, so you know it can't rot. but steel does rust, so then the roof surface, my idea for that is to do like 3/16 thick or 1/4 inch thick stainless steel, just 4x8 sheets of it, lay it all out over the top of it, weld it to the frame, weld all the seams, and it'll last effectively forever. And also be strong enough that if a tree or a giant rock rolls down the hill, it'll basically just go boing and bounce off. I was thinking about cutting down this big dead Douglas fir here today too, and maybe using, well, I was thinking of using the big excavator, but that isn't in operation anymore, so maybe get one of the small ones over there and run some winch lines and pull it so it falls up the hill. If it falls down the hill, I never recover it, but if it falls up, I can firewood or lumber or a post or whatever. If it's solid enough, I might even use that as the post for part of the house at home. Incredibly shocked that it picked that rock up. That is a very large rock for this little guy. That's awesome. Heck yeah, man. Oh yeah! This is what's awesome about this kind of stuff. We're making the turn radius better by removing material from that rock, and then that material is going over here, which increases the other side of our turning radius. We'll be able to turn around the limousine in here in no time. We should test that theory when we're done.
The honey badger is very tippy, especially when there isn't any weight in the back. But it's the most powerful machine out of the three and might be the only one we'd buy if we were to do it all over again. Because the mini excavator certainly has its problems, and the mini skid steer is just the worst by far.
I think I'm out of gas already.
I think you might be.
Hopefully we have more gas. Man, these things really burn through it when you're at full throttle. I don't know if we brought enough gas. Oh no. Why does Grindheart always have the same exact problems?
Is this empty too?
There's another one.
Looks like we're gonna be siphoning out of your truck, man.
That doesn't have very much either.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a smidgen in here.
A little splash.
A little splash. Keep us going a little longer. Oh yeah, just enough.
You know, these things do have pretty small gas tanks on them.
There's a little splash left for whatever machine runs out next, but
Only a splash.
only a splash. And those other cans are empty. This has half a gallon.
We always struggle with logistics, always don't have enough gas, always don't plan for the weather like this scorching heat we have today. But regardless, we pushed on with our mini machines and cleared out quite a bit of our work site already. But a major thing we haven't tested yet is if our new rock breaker could crush the size of rock that we actually need to make this project happen.
We're trundling out here into the quarry to see how that thing does on granite. I think it's going to be hard to get out here. Thanks, Chris. Wheelie! He did a real wheelie! So if I wasn't also rock crawling, it would be pretty easy to break that rock. But it is absolutely impossible to get it positioned right.
Yeah.
When the whole thing's teetering on one little point.
Yeah. You think it would break it though?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to hit it a few times from a few different angles. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna back up and point it straight into the crack from the side and see what happens.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Not that I need to break this rock, but now I'm committed.
Yeah.
I wanna see it happen. It did it! Yeah. I thought it was like a toothpick versus a piece of steel, but it actually did it. Yeah, I mean, I can't move it now because the top half of that rock weighs 5,000 pounds.
You just lifted it.
Well, I did with a little bit of leverage.
Yeah.
Actually, with a totally obscene amount of leverage. This would be way better on the mini excavator too. It'd be way more useful.
Yeah, you could maneuver
Because you
it
could,
more angles.
yeah, it'd be way easier to get it where you wanted it to. 'Cause
Yeah.
this thing, you have to move the whole machine. And this is, I've run a lot of machinery. This is like at least 1,000 times worse than anything else I've ever driven. Like,
Just the controls make no sense.
they make no sense and they're absolutely terrible.
Lunchtime, and that's the best time because I think it's time to eat the fish, man. Woo! Oh, and off-brand Nutella. Underrated. We got cream cheese.
Edwin, you could really eat fish for a lifetime.
I really could.
Chris just found out that our mini excavator here it'll turn itself into a perpetual motion machine.
Really?
Yeah, watch this. I mean, not truly, it'll run out of gas eventually, but yeah, it has what is it called? A feedback loop, where it just moves its own controls. He'll show you here. It's almost impossible to not start bucking like that. Put the blade down. Put the blade down. Oh, yeah. And that was the sound of the engine exploding.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
No way.
Yeah. Either the connecting rod broke in half or the piston separated one way or another.
Right.
I think the connecting rod broke in half because all that oil, all that smoke means that there's a hole in the block right there.
So how many hours realistically do you think that engine had on it?
Oh, I bet we had probably 30 or 40 hours on it at least. I mean, with all of our driving it around and filming and working on my house and stuff. Well, now the question is, Chris, what engine should we put in here?
With one of our crucial machines out of action today and having forgot the key for the big excavator, it was time to head back, grab the key for the big excavator, and start working on the cabin foundation.
Not every day you pick up an excavator with an excavator. Well, now that I got the mini loaded on the trailer, I can get in the real excavator and do some work over here to get ready to build a crazy house out of rocks. Got a good night's sleep in the bus and then decided to do some work on the outhouse here. Before this morning, it was all just open. There was the seat there and then just a log. So I brought up some scrap lumber, enclosed it a little bit, and added a second seat there because you never know. Mainly just because when I dug this hole, it was, big enough for an extra wide outhouse, so why not? I also got one more log in here on the side that I already had cut. So, one log every couple months, it'll eventually be done. And here's what I got done last night. It may not look like a whole lot, but just removing all the vegetation and the loose, soft dirt that'll just turn to mud so that I can kind of fill in here with this chumbly, gravelly rock. So I got kind of the rough area of where the house cabin is gonna go. This side here, I'm kind of getting into more solid rock. I mean, it's very broken up, but it's still, one big chunk. And the rough layout that we're thinking about for the cabin is kind of kitchen over on this side, big open, living, dining room, basically all one room. but then partially elevated platform over here on this side for beds, and then kind of bathroom somewhere in this back corner here, and then have the entryway here in the back. Enough of me talking. Let's do some excavating. That tree right there is a super dead. So while I'm here with the excavator, I'm gonna see if I can go pull it down that way and see if there's anything good in it for lumber or possibly a big post for the remodel down at the house. That ought to be close enough. Find out here momentarily.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't have hit that more perfectly if I tried. Oh well, got the tree down. It's a big one. It's a bit too rotten to use as a post. I'll cut into it in a few places and see if these Douglas firs tend to rot from the outside in as opposed to like grand firs rot from the inside out, kind of. There's a chance some of this might be useful for lumber to mill, so we'll see. Whoa! But oh, dead center! Dude, I could not have hit that if I tried. Valerie! The thing is, it didn't do any real actual damage.
Yeah,
all
it
it did is
took out the
crack the
sunshade.
plastic on the sunshade. The metal bent down a little bit. I just walked behind it and I just went.
Oh, so the
whoop,
seat wasn't
bent it
messed up
back.
or
No,
anything?
everything else is completely fine. Well, we're back up at the mountain today. No Edwin. We've got Chris and me, which works out because we only have 2 working machines. Yeah, you like that, Chris?
Yeah.
Upgrades. It's okay. It's really easy to fix. You just go. Like that. No, it's bent back.
Oh, that's way better.
Ethan has cleared up the job site nice and flat, so it's finally time to move some big boulders with the big excavator.
That thing's so big, it's gonna take me a while to get used to it. I've been on all these mini excavators for years.
Yeah,
That thing's big.
this is a little different than those Timu ones.
Oh yeah. Let's get a couple more,
Yeah.
or at least one more, and then you can get down in there and set them, huh?
Yeah, how much weight can this thing pick up? I mean,
According to this chart here, the maximum amount of weight it can pick up is 14,340 pounds. But that's at a very specific distance, at a very specific height, with a very specific bucket. So on average, it's more like 10, 7 to 10.
yeah, I mean, that rock's gotta weigh a lot.
Yeah.
Now that's a nice one, Chris. You like that one?
That's the bathroom sink in the house.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think Chris is having too much fun.
I know, that's why I let him drive that. I knew he'd have too much fun with it.
Grabbing tool.
For what? You drop your phone in the toilet?
Oh no!
How'd you even manage that? I covered it all with
That
wood.
fucker just went right in the hole, right out of my pocket.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if I have a long grabbing tool.
Chris, you're pretty tall. I'll just grab your ankles and lower
we
you
can
down
just make
there.
it by your feet.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before somebody did.
I know.
You know, at least Edwin hasn't crashed a drone in there yet.
Oh God. to be able to leave that tree right there, but it's just not realistic. I started placing that rock and I realized like it's right up against where that tree is, and if I pull the tree stump out, then it's gonna mess up the rock, so I better just get it over with. Better than the last one when I dropped it on the mini skid steer.
You just needed some redemption.
Yeah.
I'm glad the mosquitoes are gone.
Me too. I would be okay if it wasn't quite so hot though. Don't recommend that you try this at home.
Oh, gold, look at it, huh? Don't show Edwin. Sorry, Edwin, it's ours now. Yeah, that's great.
Pretty solid start, huh?
Yeah.
It's fun building with 8,000-pound rocks because...
Isn't it? But you can give them just, look at it, they're just perfect.
And they're not gonna move because they're so damn big. They're not going anywhere.
You're not gonna worry about those moving.
No. That's also the idea behind building it out of rock, because I was thinking about it when I was first thinking of building up here, and I was like, man, I'm never gonna have time to build a whole thing in one season.
Right.
And a house sitting over winter without a roof, not great. But when the whole house is just rocks,
And it's sitting there over winter?
doesn't matter.
No problem.
No problem. I'm trying to figure out what to do here because we don't really want a rock here that's on a slope going that way, because then that rock over time could slide out.
Of course
from
it's
under
going
it.
to over time. Gravity works.
Exactly. If I scoop a little more there and it kind of fits down underneath that, then we can also always scrape stuff off here and put one out there in the future. Oh, almost lost that one. Now I gotta be real careful. If I slip again, it's gonna be gone. Fit better before, honestly. I'll see if I can hook any edges and break some loose stuff off.
After several hours of trying to find a rock that would fit just right, it was apparent this wasn't going to work, and we had to go grab the mini skid and see if the jackhammer could do the job.
Taking really big ones and just kind of shoving them into the ground is a little easier than you know, making them all fit perfectly together.
As you go up from here, are you going to use mortar between the layers or keep?
Yeah. We won't dry stack it. That would be.
That'd be some Roman level stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, this is going to be the front of the house, and this wall will have as many windows as we can build into it. Doesn't look like much yet, but it'll be something someday.
This is going to be a very long-term project, but we love spending time up here. The view is amazing, and we are always up for a good challenge. Thanks for watching.